I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Let me know as soon as you found anything.
Staying safe, I hope.
The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else.
Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
Need something?
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
12 septums on the big one.
You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know.
come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
To our youth, and
Nothing,
today's
you
come
pig-headed
and
oaf.
gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done.
Be careful! This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
With our blood and
Ah,
our
yes.
steel, we
Rented the
will
nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. Of course. But I can't just hand that over. Privacy, after all.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fought all
Right.
our
You
lives.
adventuring types would never go into a room just to steal everything.
One of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
Are you
of the
serious?
scourge that has
I hear more
sullied
threatening
our
words from my
hopes and
wife.
our dreams.
Did you need anything
All
else?
hail to Ulfric, you are the
Of
High
course.
King.
But I can't just hand that over. Privacy, after all.
We say
Well, I guess Margaret isn't around to complain. It's yours.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a
Remember,
warrior.
ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe. The Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business. You've been warned, outsider. You've been warned, outsider.
Trouble? Redguard.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in. Go on in.
Yes?
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanok. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the King in Rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, During their war with the elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not...
Where'd you go?
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. No, he isn't. I must have misheard you. Did you say you were leaving? Riches are a gate opener around here. Head right in. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Cidhna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear? I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years. There isn't an inch of this building that I haven't cleaned up.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that, the people just insisted. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
I work for the Silverbloods, help clean. Just here to work. Hey, watch it!
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent? That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business, my city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! I'm a busy man. What? By the gods, bet... Huh? Oh well. Must have run off. My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. No, you're not. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Cidhna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Cidhna Mine. Now he's out of control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Cidhna Mine for this. Now get out of my house. Get out of my house. Now. Get out of my house. Now. Get out of my house. Now.
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind. I have records I need to tend to.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
What is it, Khajiit? We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you and Eltrich started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the king in rags when you're in Cidhna Mine. You'll never leave Markarth. In the name of the Jarl, I'm ordering you to stand fast. We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. You think you're the only one who knows that? We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you showed up. You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the king in rags while you're serving a life sentence in Cidhna Mine. You'll never leave
Excuse me. Do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter? What was that?
We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. We have a nice arrangement in this city, and we're not letting you get in the way. You have a problem with that? Take it up with Madanach. I'm sure the King in Rags and his Forsworn would love to meet you. Now you're coming with us. It's a life sentence in Sidna Mine for you. You'll never see the sun again, you hear me? No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? You won't. The Jarl has ordered a life sentence for you. Get comfortable in the dark, because you'll never see the sun again. All right, open her up. Now you, get down there.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken. What are you in for, new blood? Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here. Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood. Mm-hmm.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
Then find one. That dung-heap Grisvar's been known to make a few. You serve your time by digging. Ready to pay the toll, 1 shiv. The only thing Monadnock expects is a bottle of skooma in tribute every so often. You're not getting through. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Get him! Get away with this!
It's been so long since I tasted my own blood. Sour. Yeah.
I left
Go on
behind
in.
my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I killed people. What? Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers. Fight well.
How old is my daughter now, I wonder? In prison, you lose track of time.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn. Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed. Couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. Until next time.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma. Finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kinda keeps going like that. First it was 6 months, then a year, then 2 years. Now I'm in for life.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. What do you want? Of digging to do?
I don't want to talk about it. Long enough.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down. You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silverbloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here. Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now. But something keeps me going.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay?
Well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Your freedom? Yes, but even if you were to escape Cidhna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood. You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nords stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are, the Forsworn, criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Thonar Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Our vengeance will come. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. My story, huh? Everyone in Cidhna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. I'm not Madanak. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. All right, then. You're a slave, just like us. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisbar the Unlucky? He's rightly named. He's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Cidhna Mine for good. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. What? No! No, don't kill me! Please! Is someone there?
Run off.
Our struggle is our people's struggle. You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Cidhna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. Into the tunnel. Let's go.
Get going.
Get moving.
This
You can't hide from me!
Oh
That
well,
takes care
must
of
have
that.
run off.
Like the fight of a flea! Nobody here now.
Madanach, I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Time to finally see the sky and make it rain red.
Madanach, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Hey! Here we go!
Well, run off.
Oh no, you don't!
I'll bathe in your blood! I'll gut you like a horker! I'll bathe in your blood!
Look how brittle that
So, I just... The forge gets so hot.
I'll show you what a real
Is there something I can do for you? Hi there.
I've been looking... Let's see here. I have a letter here for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Nope. Sorry. Nothing. Someone do something! Challenge me?
I'm getting out of here.
You won't even live to regret this! Nobody here now.
Victory is yours.
Never should have come. Nobody here now. Got something to say?
Here we go!
What happened to you, Pavel? The Forsworn have taken Kolskager mine. We're the only ones left.
You two head inside and get some rest. I'll send word to the Jarl.
Kolskager mine is lost, friend. Forsworn killed everyone. Forsworn came in the night, killed everyone. Gat and I are the only ones who escaped. Hopefully Skaggy will send word to the Jarl, and something will be done. I'd be grateful. Kolskager is my home. But I wouldn't go there if I were you. There's a whole group of them with axes and magic on their side. You'd never stand a chance. Skaggy is in charge, not me. All right, then.
Stay out of trouble, Khajiit. Hail, companion.
Never should have come.
Whoosh!
No more! I yield!
You'll make a fine rug, cat.
What was that? I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Gad and I are the only survivors. You drove them off? By yourself? Thank you. We'll head back to work right away. Take this. It's the least I can do. Divine smile on you, friend. Farewell.
May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
I'm one of the miners. Plenty of ore to dig up around here. Don't have much to say to you. Got work. Need something?